Open everything. All flags what you have, open everything. Yeah.
My name is Siniša. I'm coming from Croatia, from one small town, Rijeka. I'm 48 years old and at sea or in the service for last 27. Out of these 27 years, I spent 23 years on the cruise ships, different cruise ships, small expedition ships where I started, until classical or classic cruise vessels with the electro-propulsion, azipod drives until today. I am Chief Engineer and I am in charge for complete technical side of the ship. So for a complete, that all technical parts of the systems, all systems on board are working as they're supposed to be, that all the safety regulations are met, that we have more or less no issues with anything, and yeah, basically in short, complete functioning of technical side of the ship. You have somewhere in your filing system, maybe in PDF or whatever, anything about the membranes? About all?
No, I know already the membranes.
Okay, so what we need for, because I don't believe the stainless steel parts, the piston pump will collapse or whatever. So what we need to restore the osmosis, we need membranes, we need O-ring adapter. So this is what we look earlier, the adapter. We need O-ring kits, we need the pressure plates, end plate, stuff like this. Everything what you can get it. If we can get some pictures, basically everything what we have, we can submit to them and then let them search for the membranes. Water production system, it can go up to 250, 300 tons of water per day. The problem is that both osmosis been off for 4 years. Okay, the guys, they disconnect, they took out the membranes out of it. They are actually in the black garbage bags down below. But the problem was also when you put this stuff in the chemical, to keep the chemical for 4 years, I can bet that the membranes are garbage that cannot be used anymore.
We start together the vessel.
Yeah, no.
But no, it's not this
I was
easy.
first.
Yes, he arrived first, I came second. He was first. He came first. Before I came second.
No planned shutdowns, fire mains, electrical.
There is, this report yesterday, there is one hot work close to control room, close to our changing room, but it's planned, it's reported to fire brigade. I think we will start now shortly after 8 o'clock. There is one pipe damage, we need to just weld it.
Okay.
So all the permits are done, reported, so we are ready from that side. I think maybe during this meeting they will start.
Okay. Captain, you made your walk this morning. What did you see?
Good progress with blasting. Still a bit slow with cutting of letters on the aft. Forward is doing well.
Forward, we've only got one letter. But we're done. But full chain out, so
Yeah.
so.
That was.
Chief?
Nothing special except this hot work in the morning, what we are doing, then we continue with opening some tunnels. What we did yesterday, we just need to fully open the manholes after hot work is done. And we will also open the other pairs of manhole just to make the ventilation. Then we are waiting for these guys, which are coming next week. Sludge supposed to continue today. Yesterday was only one truck, so we agree with the driver that he is coming today for the second round.
Yeah.
So we are ready. We make internal transfers. So from this side it's okay. Some sludge pumps internally. What we are doing, overhauling stuff like this.
Open everything. All flags what you have, open everything. Yeah. All.
What made me join the Odyssey team? To be honest, actually, when the offer came, it seems to be very interesting, actually, to participate in a project like this, basically to convert, let's say, classic passenger ship to residential ship. And yeah, I never did it until now, actually, and I thought it would be a good idea. That could be interesting to join the team and try to see what we can do about it. The first impression, to be the most honest, it was we were all shocked. The first team which came on board, there were actually all 11 of us. We were a bit shocked with the condition of ship. Okay, we knew that ship is in the cold layup, that we all know what the cold layup means, but basically the ship was completely dead. So everything what was working on board, you could count it on the fingers on one hand. So meaning one freshwater line, one vacuum pump for the toilet system, and one boiler was in operation from time to time. But basically every other systems were offline, switched off for years, and they were not used for years. So basically the ship was quiet. It's a very strange feeling to enter in the engine room, and that engine room is actually quiet. There was no noises, no nothing. Nothing was happening, nothing was moving down below, and this was a little bit scary in the beginning. But yeah, somehow this first feeling passed, and okay, we get some ideas over the time what we need to be done, how need to be done. And then we start to devise the plans, how to integrate the team, what we should do. We should try to prioritize the things and tasks which were ahead of us, which supposed to be done. And then we started slowly but surely.
In short, this is our vacuum room or sewage treatment room. Basically, a lot of this stuff when we came on board was disconnected, mixed up, so not all, 90% of the system were completely open. So they had only one or two sections which was in operation. And basically we found all the pipes, valves, everything just like a Lego system on the floor. It took us quite a long time to arrange everything, to reconnect everything. So basically we are more or less connected now, and what we are doing at the moment is that our guys, our plumbers are operating one by one vacuum line, rechecking everything, making tight and ready for use for the rest of the crew and the passengers which will eventually come on board. It's a daily fight against the odds. You know, it's every day here. Basically, in the engine room we have every day Monday. It's simple as that. It's just every day it's Monday. The previous crew start to change over to the new type of the vacuum system, but somehow they didn't manage it, and as I said, we found here quite a challenging condition. Basically everything was disconnected, lying on the floor, and supposed to be connected on a proper way. And this is definitely not, and it was not, and it still is not easy task to accomplish. On a daily basis, we are getting more and more crew on board, and in order to get them functional toilet, showers, wash bases, it's really constant struggle with the system.
Actually, it improved a lot. The situation improved quite a bit because, but also from the other side of the view, we had very challenging situation because, as said in the beginning, the ship was dormant, was in cold layup for 4 years, and basically every system, all the systems, been switched off. On a daily basis, we are activating the domino effects here on board. So whatever you want to do, whatever you need to do, when you try to do, it's happening that very often system is not functioning like supposed to be. So then basically what you do, you just stop everything, reset to very beginning, and then start from the scratch. As I said, it was quite challenging on the beginning. Luckily, we had a lot of understanding from the other guys, actually from the other colleagues, and to be honest, nobody was sitting on our neck that we need to do it something as soon as possible. They just actually report what was wrong, what was not working, and then they let us to do our job. So also from our side, we did as best as we could in the situation that we were, and I think we did a great job over especially on the very beginning of this time that we were basically lost lost in situation, to say on this way. So basically, as I said, we have some internal reminders down below in the engine department. Basically, there are things in our profession which can be done only in the shipyard, and there are actually many things which can be done during normal operation of the ship. So the things which are mandatory to be done now, which we will have no chance later to do it in normal operation, this is actually priority for now for dry dock. So for example, like we had the plan to overhaul our propulsion system. As I said, they are coming shortly, in a few days, they are coming external guys on board, which will help us with our pitch propeller, with reduction gear. They will also change the stem tube seals. Basically, they will overhaul stabilizers.
You know how they are working. No. So now they are in open position. So what they are doing, the wing is doing like this. You see this one? And there is also tail part, which is also moving up and down. So basically you can increase the angle like crazy, huh? So basically they are doing this like the main fin, and also the tail of the fin, it's also movable. Go ahead.
What was the most or the biggest challenge which we had? The manpower. We had, as I said in the beginning, there were few of us on very beginning, and basically the colleagues were coming in waves. Even if we would come to the point that basically we didn't see the end, we didn't see the solution of the problem, they didn't stop. Even if you try to send them for rest to the cabin, or just to go ashore to blow the steam or something like this, they would refuse. They would just remain on board, and basically the guys did I would say a really great job. When you have the 4 colleagues around you on board, and somebody throw the task in front of you which says that in 3 days you need to disconnect the shore power, and 2 weeks later you're supposed to depart to Belfast, it's it's not so nice feeling, but as said, the team was really good. The actually team is very good, because all these colleagues, they are still on board. And honestly speaking, without these guys, I will dare to say that we would still be in Scotland. I'm not actually now downgrading anyone. Also, as said, in one moment we had quite good support from the other departments. We were in the beginning, very few of us, deck department, the hotel department, basically we all worked together to achieve this goal, to move the ship from the Scotland to Ireland. My typical working day, actually, it's when we stay in the shipyard, it's a bit different from, let's say, normal working day when the ship is in operation. Before entering shipyard, we were meeting in control room like every morning. Basically, we're getting information from the different watches from the night shift, which were in engine room in charge over the night. And based on their information and our existing plan, which we had in advance, we were devising the plan for that day.
The Andre started with the boiler change. He's shifting port side, increasing pressure on the port side, and then as soon as he's ready, we will stop the starboard boiler and. Sorry.
For sure, even if the plan, the idea were coming from my side very well, and this actually I really like with my guys, even if I would tell them something, this doesn't mean that I was always 100% correct, you know. What I really like with my guys, that they're not saying yes, yes. It's actually they're not unconditional answer. So what I like from them is their propositions, their ideas, their different point of views, and basically with inputs from all the guys which we had in different moments on board, we would devise one plan. We would agree about working schedule which we had in front of us, and then we would start. We would split basically in it's funny to say in the groups, because basically each group was one man only, but we would prioritize. Depends on the importance of our knowledge, of our experience, which systems need to be touched first, which systems need to follow after this, and which systems are critical, which systems are less important, and stuff like this. Now when starting with shipyard, actually the day is a little bit different. Everything starts again with the meeting in control room with my team, and then we are attending the meeting with the shipyard, with the other departments, with the owners, and there are some few things actually which we are discussing there. Mostly the safety questions are coming as the first subject. And then we are jumping to, let's say, less important things than safeties, but still quite important things. And there are some arrangements in progress with shipyard, with the owners, with the superintendent from shore side. And shortly after this, I'm going back to my guys, to my department, and trying to solve different issues, trying to get inputs from the guys.
I've seen there's still some systems offline. I mean, something like heavy fuel purified system, like oily water separator, or so-called OWS, environmental system. Since we didn't use it until now we are disposing everything what we need to dispose goes ashore. But in the normal operation, we will need to assemble it, box it up, test it, and then it's still a lot of issue in front of us.
There is also quite big, or this part of the job nobody likes actually, but need to be done, and we are talking about some administrative works, some requisitions which are quite important for us, need to be done, and you need to make some communication with the rest of the world, with the company, with possible suppliers, and so on.
Looking back at everything you've done on board, all of your achievements on board, what are you the most proud of? If you have anything that you're proud of for yourself and for the team, and
what I'm proud of, actually, I would use the chance to thank my team on this way, because as I said earlier, without this team, without the colleagues which are at the moment on board, it would be quite more difficult than it was. And as I said, even very often, even if you would try to push them, send them ashore, they didn't like to release actually until the problem was solved. So I would say the first and only place, I need to say thank you to the team which is on board and the guys which supported me over this last 2 months. By the way, today we are just 2 months on board and some kind of small anniversary, but yes, my team, definitely my team. Without them would be quite difficult to realize this project.
Is there any specific task that you and your team have done that you're proud of making work, something that seemed impossible, but you still made it work?
It's actually, I cannot pinpoint a specific task, specific mission which we did. I would say the complete project, everything what we did here. When coming 2 months ago on board, which was 4 years in cold layup, but almost all system on board were completely off, not operational. I'm completely proud on everything what we did. Complete whole project in total basically, and it was different from anything actually that I experienced until now, but I can't say only that was bad. It was really hell of work and a lot of work which we did on board, and this is the point that I'm most proud of. So we did it. Yeah. We bring the lady in from Scotland to Ireland after 4 years of cold layup. We just did it.
I think that might actually be a good place to stop it.
We did it.
Huh?
We did it.
Yeah.
Job done.
Job done?
Wow.
It's really good. Yeah. That's the last question too.
Ooh, very good.